Okie dokie. Potion petition is only 400 gold. You're not wrong. We could even afford 2 of them if we're lucky. And you mean Daddy goes, hey, gave us money for a reason? Is that reason so I can get myself killed in spectacular fashion? Maybe. Will it be worth it though? Almost definitely. Sure, we'll try it out. Did not end up actually giving it thought as I made my way over. But putting myself on the spot right now, I mean, I gotta. I guess, oh, we need more shield training. That's also important. We're a ways off. I mean, everything we cast is relatively low level besides Freezing Cloud, so let's check it out. If I put you on, how bad are we looking? Oh, that's not even that bad. What the heck? That's awesome. Okay, 31 shielding. Lose out on a lot of our evasion, but who needs evasion when you got a gong? Let's see how we're feeling about this, shall we? Let's just draw the attention of the rest of Orc that hasn't quite managed to make their way towards us yet. But we should get just a lot of reflection going on. All things go according to plan. I mean, it's a decent start. If I take a step up, can I at least reach you, Kiddlywinks? Yeah, there we go. That's the ticket. And son of a gun. I'd like to kill you all with reflection. In fact, maybe I just stand here and do nothing, hey? I mean, pretty much that's what we ended up doing, even though there were a couple of spells cast in the process. At the end of the day, these buddies they're doing nothing but hurting themselves. Have you ever stopped to think about the toxicity of your actions and how self-destructive tendencies may not be in your best interest, my orc friend? No? You haven't, you say? It's a real shame. A crying shame, really. You hate to see it. But I will take advantage of it, of course, because, once again, let's not get it twisted. We are the baddies. But there we go. Absolutely fantastic. You could keep shooting at me instead of walking forward. That would be great. Wonderful. It's almost a shame that we don't have Spider on this character, because I would love to see what happens if I get surrounded by orb spiders. Sounds like a quick way for me to do something stupid and get myself killed just for the sake of a bit of a lark, but by gosh, would it be fun. And oh, DCSS, you do have a sense of humor. We were just talking about it. Oh, well, that's fun. All the potions one could possibly want. How about that? Oh joy. +3 leather armor, fire resistance. So we'd lose electricity resistance, but we'd actually have some kind of measure of defense against all the fire sons of guns that are coming our way. I mean, it's relatively cheap too. In fact, I debated the Shield of Gong based on money, but now that we actually picked up all the gold on this floor, we're just stinking rich again, almost instantaneously. So that's not a bad deal whatsoever. Well, let's finish off the last little bit here, right? I have to remember you don't fire anything, so I should probably bring out the big guns against you. Everyone else we can kind of just tab fight. They either kill themselves or the storm clouds will get them. I mean, I'm having so much fun with this build that I don't want to change a thing. It's just beautiful just the way it is, you know? So maybe we'll have to keep with it for at least a wee bit here. Oh, this is an interesting place to come down. These look like normally the people that would be guarding the entrance to vaults. Oh, I can no longer move. That's a wee bit rough. But that will work. Fantastic. We also did have a gauntlet on that floor, so let's find a stairway that's slightly more manageable right off the rip here. Loud beat of drum very nearby. Okay. If a storm cloud could gather or not, that's cool too. Oh. Well, how about that? Speak of the devil. Once again here, we can drop off a bunch of our trash here real quick before we head down into the gauntlet. I mean, that's probably enough for me to be happy. And let's do it, shall we? Let's take a peek at what our future has in store. Ooh, heal wounds potions. Wow. Okay, a fire-themed vault. Artifact helmet is kind of nice. We're currently just wearing the +2. Like, we rock it, don't get me wrong, but that might be nice to swap off. Huh. Bit of a dunce cap if we so desire. A scroll of blinking in there, though. Definitely a contender. Just curious how many turns. We've probably spent turns, so you start with like 6,000 turns in the gauntlet. Okie dokes. But okay, acid we don't have resistances to. But if we can kill everything quickly enough, that's okay. I mean, funny hats are endgame in every Fashion Souls game. You're not wrong. I don't know how I feel about fighting this many Nethack, so I might have to go with this end vault if we take this path. Artifact helmet seems quite nice this time of year. Alternatively, oh my gosh, there's also a fancy hat up here, and on top of that, what are you? We learned Infestation, which is kind of a fun spell. I don't know if I want to go that deep into Necromancy. If this had, like, Ignition in it, no-brainer. I would have immediately changed gears without a doubt in my mind. We're also training way more ice magic than I think we necessarily should. That's fine, maybe Polar Vortex shows up and I'm vindicated for the actions that we took. But Fire Vault, I think is a no. Electricity Vault, it's possible. It's an idea. The main issue is I do just want this scroll of blinking, I think. Hard to say no to that. So with that in mind, I mean, regardless, we're gonna have to deal with this vault. Wee bit of corrosion. Shouldn't be the end of the world. Am I prepared to fight the Minotaur? Gonna be sketchy. We could bring out like bodies with summoning. We could always constrict and run for our very life, if that becomes our only option. We have money for Potion Petition as long as we don't have to spend that in the meantime just getting there. Oh, also Phantom Mirror might help against the Minotaur. No time like the present. Just blast you. Fantastic. Hat of Willpower. Okay. That actually is also a potential contender, even with all the fancy hats that we're about to get into here. And as for you kids, I can immediately step here. And at least Occult Plant is no longer an issue. Still have to deal with the acid spit, and it's not going to be great, but it might be okay. I mean, that seems okay. Still okay. And great. Beautiful. Then we can just heal up here. Definitely grab our scroll blinking. Thank you kindly. And can I blast you without getting blasted myself? Oh yeah, I can. Just like so. Perfect. Run around, pick everything up here, and get ready for the final section. Do I go with a bunch of Nethack? Oh, there's a spellbook in here? Why didn't you tell me? Oh, it's kind of garbage, though. Let's see. So the first thing that's available here are money piles and boots. So if I do a quick search, since this does by location, am I missing anything on the floor? Doesn't look like it. So it's either the fading hat or an ancient helmet. Book of Weapons is kind of trashed here. I mean, glaive isn't much better. This is more manageable for sure. I'm not worried about poison. This seems like it might be a nightmare. So in the essence of, you know, living, I think this is the path that I take. Drop a couple of these bad boys real quick. They don't land at all, but that's fine. And do once more with feeling. I could get a storm cloud, almighty robe, or not, that's cool too. And +1 helmet that has willpower as well. So that loses us out on 1 AC in exchange for willpower, which is definitely a win in my books. I'll gladly take that. So we'll quickly replenish all of our resources here. And I guess let's get ready to face off against a Minotaur, shall we? We won't have gold distraction, but if all goes according to plan, we will have the distraction of a second Minotaur. Oh gosh, where the heck are you? There he is. Okay, so let's surround you. Let's box of beasts while we're at it. That seems nice. Okay, cool. Well, that was easy. Just do that every time. As we get, oh my gosh, +9 Vorpal Broadaxe with Arlek and Int +5. I mean, game. You shouldn't have. Can't see invisible, right? Yes, at least not naturally unless they had something on them, which doesn't look like they did. But okay, that's an endgame weapon right there. I will almost definitely be taking that. Robe of the Archmagi could be okay, but I'm not too obsessed with that. And that seems like everything that I need for now. We will probably be switching off of the Robe of Clouds at some point now that we have another source of... Oh, that's not the source of Arlek. Another source of Arlek. There we go. The question becomes, do I swap into like some better armor? Or do I go with Robe of the Archmagi? With a nice broadaxe like that, it's tempting to just go armor, and then between that and like Shield of Gong, I might be able to just fight my way through a lot. Which is nice, because again, with Shield of the Gong, I'm pulling a lot of attention. As soon as I'm out of magic points, things get a little bit dicey. A little bit sketchy, to say the least. So that's a good way of dealing with that, at least to a certain extent. I guess I don't know if I have any sources of resist corrosion, so maybe I do actually want to take this with. +1 hat of willpower can go. I'll take the ring mail, even though it's not great, just in case, once again. Am I missing anything? That chainmail? Nah. Perfect. Awesome. Well, that went exceptionally smoothly. At the end of the day. And right, there's another scroll blinking here as well. Holy moly. Kind of hit the mother load on that floor in general. Definitely love to see it. Let's keep working our way through the regular dungeon here, shall we? No reflection on the initial rock. That's also not going to hit anyone. I meant to put it one step further. There we go. That's much better. And then I can kind of just prep for our new friends to come through one at a time. Nice orderly line. And blast ya. Perfect. Not too shabby whatsoever. Throw a rock. I dare you. Please, please. One rock. Sir. I'd much prefer to... Fine. Okay, I'll kill you the old-fashioned way. Even though it's boring and lame. I guess, if that's what you really want in life, who would I be to deny you your one wish, you know? It'd be rude not to. What are you? Just Centaur Warrior Simulacrum? Okay. You could kindly get blasted. Thank you. Appreciate it. IMB to just get these sons of guns off my back. Specifically, that fire-themed one is very liable to be a problem. So let's try to murder them real quick-like. Oh gosh. Oh, did I miscast IMB? I did indeed. Well, that sucks. 27 and apply sticky flame. 27 and fit for extra cold. The cold is severely reduced. This is a good reality check. Not too lethal so far. Things could still somehow go haywire, but I was way too confident. The hubris levels were rising there. So let's chill a bit, Torinski. If I could be so kind. I could potion petition and try for magic and some source of healing. But if I died, oh boy, would I be fairly incensed at this stage. So, keeping that in mind, let's instead just run right back to our staircase of safety. Hop on down here. Ooh, now you're both a little bit more my speed as well. So that is just lovely, just fantastic. I will just keep blasting you, Kiddlywinks, into the danger zone here. Keep making you walk through my clouds of thunder while we're at it, and that should be much better. Beautiful. Oh, I was about to say an ice beast, really? That seems a bit strange, but a shapeshifter, that makes a lot more sense. Oh gosh. Okay, we have been seen. I guess we could rely on our reflection once again here to kind of save our butts and keep ourselves alive. Manticore is going to be a pain in the rear, especially since Barbara isn't now in play. But, you know, between those two explosions, I actually think pretty much everyone is dead. Oh, and I get 3 int for that level up. Holy moly. That is incredible. And there we go. Ooh, actually, sir. Right this way. VIP section, just right in this dark alley. If you'll follow me around the corner, you have one big vampiric whip on this Bogar. Oh gosh. Terrifying, buddy. A scroll of ID I think we don't have need of right now, so we'll just be ignoring those for the time being and get our butts back in gear and I guess just keep going. When do I want to swap over to the axe? Maybe I want to do that now. Actually, in advance to doing that, let's train some axes, shall we? Let's get it to at least better than 1 attack per turn, and then we can start using it fully here. Let's just blast you. A bit of a waste of magic points, but that's not the end of the world. Throw a rock at me, please. Okay, again. Okay, one more time. Yeah! We did it! Get absolutely dumpstered. Now this is just cyberbullying, I'm pretty sure. Bro, I was waiting for you. Indeed, yeah. Oh, they did their best, right? Okay, I kind of just want 1 reflection to kill you. But there we go. Okay. Want to play catch? You love doing that? Stop hitting yourself. Again, it's like second most satisfying thing to do. Most satisfying still, by and large, is launching Orbs of Destruction back into the faces of enemies. But large rocks being thrown from giants, I mean, it's gotta be up there. Perfect for the time being here. We'll just get back on the road. Again, trying to be a little more cognizant of danger. I say as I just keep tapping into this son of a gun as well. I mean, what's the worst that could happen besides embarrassing death at the hands of a trivial enemy? We've been there before anyway. It's nothing new. Embarrassment and I are old friends at the end of the day here. And we'll just keep blasting these sons of guns. That should be just about perfect. I'm so excited for this broadaxe to come into play in just a bit here. So close, so close. I was hoping. I saw the manuals, I got excited, but unfortunately nothing really for us there. I'm curious if there's ever a time that it's worth it to like use cross-training advantageously. So, you know, in that situation, buying the manual of mace and flails, using that to train maces and flails enough that you, ooh, rampaging. No, let's not. That'll definitely get me killed. But yeah, using that extra aptitude bonus to trade, I feel like it couldn't be, right? Made in such a way you can't do that, it's not worth it? Aw, dang, those devs, they thought of everything. No, that's definitely what I expected to be the case, because otherwise it'd be pretty dang broken. It's just such a fun idea, you know? Ooh. Melee. Could be a bit of a pain in the rear here. Let's make sure that I'm not being too goofy, because that smite targeting can be a real pain in the butt. Oh, geez. I took out my Fulminant Prism. Those sons of guns. Well, we can immediately just take a step away, and we can actually take a look at... Oh, what the heck? Where did all of you come from? Why, hello there. Blast ya? How does that do? That's okay. Not amazing. Definitely not bad. Just right, is what I'd say. There we go. Okay, now is this floor for real done? And how is it looking down here? One time you had a polearm and an axe, and you could swap between frequently. Right? It's nice when you can. I mean, that's part of what I love so much about gnolls, is that's just your life as a gnoll. You can carry all sorts of fun, goofy weapons and swap between them at your own whims and pleasure. Oops. Oh, let's head back up to the other zone here so that we can try out some of these other stairwells and see if they're looking a little more manageable at the moment. How's Axis coming along? 2.3 is still a long way from 1.0 attack delay. Can I even see here? I don't believe I can. And I can't put this on and test with the @ sign because of the fragile effect. So I think we'll just keep it up. It's pretty much necessity. The axe was vampiric and the polearm was speed. Oh, that's a very sweet combo. You got your 1v1 target as well as your mass healing, or like undead as well. You can swap over to the polearm. That's pretty sweet. That's a good wombo combo for sure. Oh, you sons of guns. What did my prism ever do to you? Nothing yet. Like, we're not counting what it's going to do to you, right? It's just, at the time, it was a poor innocent prism who had done nothing wrong, really. And this is why we came in this dungeon, to murder horrible people like you. Even as a horrible person myself, it had to be done, you know? Yeah, let's not get too fancy with this son of a gun. We'll heal up, we'll pop down, we'll bring you upstairs, and then we'll use and abuse the space that we've opened up. Fantastic. Another good application of cross-train is maces and axes for lair hydras. Oh, for sure. Yeah. In general, I just love it because it gives you some of that flexibility for if, you know, an incredible weapon comes along. If you're still in like a hand axe by the time you get to depths, and suddenly in like Evening Star falls into your lap with incredible stats on it, it's nice to have that available to you for sure. Keeps things flexible, which in my mind keeps things exciting. You never know how things are going to look and how things are going to shape out as you continue forward. Oops, I stepped into my own blast a little bit there, my bad. Let's prime this a little bit. I dare you to roll towards me, you son of a gun. Or not, I guess slowly walk towards me, and I'm happy I miscast that prism because I misplaced it as well. Oh, there are two of you. I'm gonna say that's a no from me, and we're just gonna head over to another stairwell. Huh. We're still missing a piece to the puzzle here. That's only 2 downstairs. Not including the trapdoor, of course. Interesting. You love your Wanderer starts and going to Fated Altars, the pure random strat. A person after my own heart, really. I have to agree with you there. Okay, if I can just get one of you next to me, perfect. That is wonderful. Just block you real quick. Once more with feeling. In fact, I guess I can also do some of this action. Drop one of these bad boys. Let's just do the same. Gotcha, you son of a gun. That is lovely, and then we'll just come down and do much the same with you, my friend, if that is okay with you. If you don't mind, I will gladly ruin your life in the only way I know how. Fantastic. And stand my storm cloud. Lovely. Okie dokes. Man, I just kind of never want to get rid of our Robe of Clouds, especially when we get an axe thrown into that as well. Our AoE to all the enemies around us is just going to be out of control. Now that we're in regular dungeon, I guess I should swap over. Oh, it's even the same hat design as the one that we took off. Beautiful. Did they change something so that all mummy helmets are fittingly appropriate? Maybe. The boss level, it makes you want to figure out some cool combos. Like one of your favorite was when you got Kiku and a triple crossbow, made you support a projectile and it felt smooth. Wouldn't have thought of that combo if it wasn't in your face like that. Nice, that's awesome. That's what I've come to know in my own mind as the Jin principle, because that's exactly how I feel about genie characters. Because it's spells that I never would have thought to use, really. And suddenly, it's kind of brought to my attention, and usually, it's a heck of a lot of fun. Usually I have a wonderful time. Lodul, oh perfect. I was about to say, things were looking a bit sketchy, but never mind. Wanted to kill a Lodul before we got the heck out of dodge, and we did manage to do so in the end. Jin Wanderer, and you got Anguish as a starting spell. Very nice. Let's not get too fancy here. Yeah, especially with the red ugly thing, that's where things start to fall apart. If I'm not being even at least the slightest amount of cautious. But there we go. Not too much trouble at the end of the day here. Just keep chaining prisms until the cows come home. You can even head up and heal up before we deal with the last couple of guns here. Last 2 friends. And that is fantastic. Just lovely. Oh my, oh my. So many boulder beetles on this floor. Didn't realize this was a convention. I thought we were just doing a regular show. Well, let's set you up for failure, I guess. That should do me fine. Beautiful. Okay, never mind. More boulder beetles. Ooh, ah. Okay, well, you are kind of a pain in the rear here, but there we go. We can just kind of set up some of these in advance, and as long as you don't hop to an inopportune place, fine by me. And in fact, there we go. That's the coolest charge ever, where you see the rampaging boulder beetle and you don't even bother looking. You just have complete faith and trust in your Fulnet prisms and the fact that they will annihilate all of your enemies without a second thought, without a concern, really, at the end of the day. And by gosh, were we ever right. I guess you're not going to be in Stormclouds ever, so that was a little unnecessarily aggressive on my part, but it is what it is, and here we are now. So I think we'll keep doing similar thing with the rest of the floor here. That should have been most of them, actually, now that I think about just how much noise we were making there. I'm pretty sure we're going to be okay.